Quality Collapse. They're badass. I love those guys. Hey, welcome to Keep Mania Live. I was trying to text my mom here. She's texting me. So she said, "Did you start yet?" And I just put just north because I was trying to put just now, and I was trying to hurry up because the song was ending.
Just north.
I'm a professional, and I'm doing everything exactly the way. No, okay. I have if not for me with me this week. Welcome in, guys. It's nice to have you on the show. I usually start the show by thanking the previous guest, but the previous guest didn't quite make it here last night. We had some snow, and it wasn't as bad like early, but like towards the like midnight it started getting crappy, so he would have had to drive back and all that. So we'll reschedule when it's funny because we were trying to plan around the snowstorms and like the schedule so he could come down, and it didn't work. We didn't watch the forecast, I guess. I don't know. So we'll try again maybe this week or the end of this week or something. I don't know. I haven't I've talked to him a little bit today, but he is safe. He made it back safe and stuff. My mom's she's watching the one that I hopefully people find their way around YouTube. You kind of have to refresh the page to get to where we are now because I let me tell her real quick because she'll freak out. She will freak. Let's see. She probably. How do you do that? So I have to go through like a whole tutorial how to refresh the page.
That's how my mom is.
I mean, she uses a computer all the time. You know, she's got an iPad, she's got an iPhone. I mean, same thing I do, but like, she puts her. I found this meme the other day that it's something like when you hand your parents your phone and they put their like glasses on. It's exactly what she does. Their reading glasses. It's like all you have to do is zoom in. You know, you don't have to put any glasses on or anything. It's not. Like especially if it's just a picture, she still puts her glasses on. It's like, are you seeing me in doubles right now? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, but she's my like she'll check my sound for me. She'll text me like this. It sounds really good because you know I've had a lot of problems with the show. Just kind of like what we did. We just had a little bit of a lot of technical difficulties. But that's this show. So. I actually put an ad on Facebook once to hire somebody, you know, to help me do some things that I don't know how to do, and I can't even pay somebody to help me. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to do it.
Wow.
She said she's okay now, so I assume that she's okay. That's good. The only thing I can't see on the thing is it'll tell me like how many people are watching. I don't know what I'm doing, man. But welcome in, guys. It's nice. Are you guys up in Harrisburg?
Harrisburg area, yeah.
Yeah, I've been up there that way one time for Carlisle for the shows, the Cars at Carlisle or whatever.
Okay.
It was really hot. It was like August or something, and walking around at it, you know, with blacktop. I mean, it was horrible. It was a bad idea. I was in the Fast and Furious mode. I had a little Eclipse with the rims, and that's about it. Just rims and like the seatbelt pads. You know what I mean? That was cool. I was cool. Yeah. I didn't enter the contest. I just kind of showed up. You know what I mean? I was like, "What's up?" You know. it was pretty cool up there. It's really flat up there. I mean, there's mountains. You can see mountains, but everything's
they're so far away.
Yeah. Are there like ski resorts up there?
Yeah, there's a bit. We have one called Round Top that's like 30-ish minutes from here, and then there's
so you can get to the mountains. They're not just always in the distance because it seems like
there's
drive 50 miles and they're still way out. You know?
Yeah. There's like 3 in the immediate vicinity that we're in.
Okay. Yeah. Isn't Seven Springs up that way, or I think that might be east.
I think
west.
that's closer to Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys done any shows in Pittsburgh?
We actually haven't.
We haven't. We always play Philly and we never get Pittsburgh. We need to do that one of these days.
I have a heck of a well, I don't following, but I got a lot of bands in Pittsburgh because that's where I go. That's the closest big city to see shows. And so instead of going to the big shows, I'll go to the smaller shows and meet all these bands and stuff. So my pipeline's there, and I don't even know how I got a hold of Defiant. Instagram works in a weird way. So I just kind of looked them up, or I didn't even look them up. I mean, they just kind of appeared there, and and had them on, and you guys say you know them too. So that's pretty cool. That's over in your area. I don't think they're actually in Harrisburg. They're like in some I don't know, somewhere else.
We're actually like right where we are.
Are
Yeah.
they? Okay.
Yeah, we're both near Harrisburg, but they're
It's
they're
like
like right,
technically Mechanicsburg, right? Is that
Yeah.
where we are?
and that's where
Mechanicsburg.
they're.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
which
ordered
it's
some merch from them, and
yeah.
it came from Mechanicsburg. Yeah.
it's like 8 minutes from Harrisburg or something like that.
Yeah.
He's right there, sticker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice.
They're really nice.
Yeah, they're cool. We had a really good show. I bought a white shirt from them. It's like the only metal white shirt that I have. Everything else is
Oh
black.
wow.
So I know which one it is in the drawer. You know.
There you go.
Yeah.
It seems like white shirts need to be ironed constantly. You know what I mean? Like even,
Yeah.
even after you iron them, they need ironed again. It's
So I
horrible.
don't buy them. I don't know iron. I don't know white shirts.
Well, I want to go. I want to go around and do names, even though I won't remember your name anyway. I'll just be like, hey, you in the shirt, you know. But if you want to go around like your name and like your occupation, no, you don't have to do that. Your blood type,
You first.
if you have a vaccine or not. No.
Yeah. I'm Hayden. I'm the guitarist.
I'm Zach. I'm bass.
I am Patty and I sing. I guess.
And people are gonna wonder, you know, why is there no drummer? But I guess we'll talk about it in a little bit. I want to go ahead and play a song so they kind of can hear what you sound like.
Yeah, perfect.
It's phenomenal. I can't wait for the album. When does the album come out? Like tell me
February
now.
25th.
All right, I'm gonna put that in my phone while we're listening to the song because I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome.
Sweet, sweet.
The first one I kind of put it in an order. There we go. I know exactly what I'm doing right here. Now this one, I think "Bury Me" came out. It was the most recent release, right? Off of the album.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I was thinking to play that one first, if that's cool.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, that came out like 2-3 days ago, something like that.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was surprised too because I was like, you know, I have the album and or the you know, on Apple Music, but I was like, oh, new song, because on Apple it'll put
Yeah.
your recent ads to the top if they put new stuff on it. So I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. So I thought I
Yeah.
missed the actual release, but
Yeah.
what do you want to talk about this song now? Or you want to wait and play it first and then talk about it, or do you want to talk about what it's about?
Oh, we could play it first and talk about it. That'd be cool.
Okay. All right. This is "Bury Me," and tell me again when the album comes out.
February 25th.
See, I already forgot that, and you just told me.
Yeah.
I will write it down. February 25th, and the album's called Eulogy, and this is "If Not For Me."
Have we even scratched the surface, or have we been this way before? But there's only so much I can take, we can't do this anymore. Have we fallen short of words to speak, forgetting every memory? How to reach straight through your teeth again? You left me for dead. You left me for dead. Carry me, bury me with your hands around my neck. Lay me down
That's very good.
Thank you.
It's almost like a ballad.
Yeah, pretty much.
What's it about? Is it something personal that you went through, or?
Not necessarily. This is one of those songs that, like, when we went into the studio with our producers, we wanted to do a song that we had like absolutely no pre-written ideas for, and just come in and build a song with them. And so this ended up being that song. We just came in. I don't think we used any of like the ideas that we had for it.
I think we had like maybe one little lead or something like that.
But yeah, we basically just sat down with our producers and we're like, we want to do something that we haven't really done with our sound before, because like all our previous stuff is just, you know, like
I like the EP. The EP.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's probably my favorite song off of there. I don't even know
everybody
why
loves
that.
Yeah, but this one we spent one day just sitting down with them and just writing the whole thing out, and then I went home that night and hammered out most of the hooks for the vocals and the lyrics and all that, and we came in and recorded it the next day, and that was pretty much it for this one.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Really good. Did my mic go down? Did my mic go down? I can't tell. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I'm having all kinds of trouble. No. When I was talking to you on Instagram, chatting with you a little bit, and you know, you sent me the first picture, you know, to be on like a promo picture to be on the show. I was like, wait a minute. There's only 3 of you. And I'm like doing instruments in my head while I'm listening. Unless he sings and plays bass and plays guitar, then I mean, you never know. I mean, I guess it happens.
Sings, plays guitar and bass, and me and Zach both share drums. I play hi-hat.
Kind of like Slipknot. You just play the keg or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So there's no official drummer that's a member of the band. So how does I was thinking about this earlier today. I was like, okay, because you said that, you know, you hire a drummer for the when you tour. So does you just like you have to do a tryout again, or you just kind of try to use the same person that's been in with you before? Or I'm going through all these scenarios in my head. I'm like,
there's like what 3 guys we generally use.
Yeah.
There's 3 that we generally use.
which one's better? Which one's better? Hurry up. Right now.
They all do something that the other one doesn't really well.
Like
which
what?
Is,
no, I'm kidding. You don't have to say all that. They're gonna
All
be
very tight.
yeah, we're kind of really fortunate to work with the drummers that we do, and one of them is actually like a former member of the band, so he knows the stuff. Like,
so you had previously fired him and said you previously fired him from the band. You said, we just want you for the tour because you're annoying.
We don't like talking to you.
The only reason that he's not an official member is because he doesn't like touring. He did like one tour and was like, "Yeah, this isn't for me." So
I've never been on tour, so I wouldn't be able to weigh in on that. But I think it'd be fun at least once. You know, I don't know how to do touring, but I can.
It's definitely not for everybody. So like I get why he doesn't want to do it.
What's the worst thing about touring? I mean,
Definitely
even if you enjoy touring, like
I think, and being away from your house and your family and stuff like that.
Lack of bathrooms.
Yeah, lack of
bathrooms is one.
And
unless you have a bus,
breaking
right?
down.
Yeah, the crippling anxiety that something is going to happen to your vehicle is up there too.
And
for me, it's like being away from my cats.
You guys have a van? Is that what you go around in with a trailer, or do you just pack everything in the van? Well, I guess it's only 3 of you, so you could probably put everything in the van, right?
We could, but
You'd rather be comfortable.
Yeah, we'd rather be more comfortable.
We have a lot of stuff.
Do you sleep in the van, or do you just like hit up Airbnbs or something?
Mostly the van. We've stayed in like maybe 2 hotels, but we don't like to spoil ourselves.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody offers us a place, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ever through here, you're welcome here.
Right on.
I have a cat. You can pet my cat.
That'll help our separation anxiety.
Well, he's not allowed in this room. I have to keep the door shut, which sucks when it's in the summertime. I had to buy a window air conditioner to put in the window. I have air conditioning, but I have to keep this door shut. He chews on cords right in front of me.
Yeah. I don't let my cats in my studio. I have no idea what they're gonna do when they're.
And I let him in the other night. I have a desk in here, and I was doing something, and I had my back to him, and there's a chair. I have my plants in here, because it's too cold outside. So they're sitting there, and he comes in and eats the plants. Not only the cords, the plants also, which I understand. They like. So jumped up on that chair that was sitting there, and it was pushed back towards the palm, and I heard like. I turn around and he's on the chair still. You know, he's fine, but he's, you know, it looks exactly like this chair. His head's sticking through it, and he's eating the pumpkin. Get out of here, you know. I told him he could be co-host anytime he wants, but he just can't behave. So
Yeah, doesn't know how to.
I've had humans like that. They just can't behave, so they can't be co-hosts. You know? So anyway, what was that? I had a question there, and it rolled off my tongue. I guess I don't know.
Tell me about cats.
You guys are on Theoria Records. I think I knew that when I was looking up your stuff before I'd sent you a message, but I didn't realize that Colony Collapse is also on that. And Colony Collapse is they're former Pittsburgh guys. They live out in Denver. They've been on the show. Gosh, I'd have to look it up and see when that was. Not too long ago, last year sometime. And that was really fun. But they're putting out a lot of new stuff. And I was like, I have to play a Colony Collapse song at the beginning. But I didn't want to play anything new because, you know, they're pushing that shit they're pushing it hardcore.
Yeah.
Which I guess it would have just pushed it even farther if I would have played it. But I had to play something old. But I did ask them on Messenger before we started. I said, "Is it okay if I play an old one?" They didn't respond. So I don't know if they're going to come back on the show now.
They'll get over it.
Tomorrow you'll have
They're
upgrade.
gonna have to because it's been played.
Yeah.
That was not a super old one. That was I mean, super old would have been 2016. I could have played something off of that album, but I wasn't feeling anything off of there. So yeah, that would have been a little bit too iffy. You know what I mean? It's like because I mean they kind of changed their sound a little bit. You know, they're a little bit more aggressive than they were. I mean, I love it. That's the kind of music I listen to, so it fits them. But they would have. 2016, that would have been, they definitely would have been pissed if I would have played something from that. I'm sure they would. Let's see. I was going to, Dearly Deceased. I thought this was, since it seems like at the end of a metal album, bands tend to do a slow song, like a slow acoustic song that's, and then kind of, I don't know, like, that's what I thought Dearly Deceased was going to be since it was the last one on the album. So I didn't listen to it first. I listened to Burn first, which we'll play Burn last because that's my favorite one.
Right on.
But I thought Dearly Deceased, I mean, even the name sounds like that. And tell me a little bit about the song and why it's not what I thought it was. It's
Yeah,
a little
cool.
bit more aggressive than I thought.
Yeah, I think that was the first song we wrote for this album, right?
Yeah, that's the oldest one.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the oldest one. And it's still one of our favorites, I think. But that one will be the end. We do have a softer one towards the end, but we're saving that for release day.
So that's not even up then.
Yeah, that's not even out yet. Yeah, we got a couple gems for release day,
Yeah.
I think.
You can't release everything at once, you know.
Right. It's weird having Hayden was just saying it's weird having some of these songs out now because some of these songs we've been sitting on for so long because of COVID stuff, and it's like, oh wow, they're out now. But Dearly Deceased was I wrote that one about it's basically written from the perspective of somebody that takes their own life, and now they're seeing all these people mourn for them and stuff like that, and he's kind of lashing out in anger, saying like, where were you when I was alive? Where were you when I needed them? Because he feels like everybody failed them, and that's basically the perspective that I wrote that song from.
Are these things that you guys have gone through personally that you just kind of talk about and then you decide to write a song about?
Some of it, yeah, some of it.
I know some of the lyrics are real deep, and sometimes I mean it's just I write some things too, and it's depressing, but
Yeah.
it feels so much better when you do it, and I mean I don't try to avoid that song. I play it because I feel better every time I play it, and I know what it's about, and it's always nice to ask. It's not nice to ask if something personal. If it's something personal, but it's sometimes it helps people, and then they keep talking about it. They wouldn't write the song, you know what I mean? If it wasn't, something they could.
Yeah, there's a few pretty personal ones on the album.
Yeah.
Probably two of the most personal ones that are not out yet, but
My mom said nice singer or good singer. Or what did she say? Good singer. Good
I'll
stuff.
take it.
Here now.
Thank you, Mom.
When are you gonna have a jazz band on? When are you gonna have it? I'm like, listen, okay. Well, I mean, I don't. It's not like a metal show. It's a music show. You know what I mean? I get everything. I've had country on here. That was fun. I guess I had country on here one time a long time ago, but I had a whole band in here. It was great. It was terrific.
That's cool. Yeah.
And he's a good guy. He's getting playing some shows and festivals and stuff, and get his name out there. I think he's playing in Florida. Like he went to Florida on vacation with his wife or something, and ended up picking up like 7 gigs while he was down there. Like
Wow.
just playing open mics by himself.
Yeah.
And they want the whole band to come down and play. Like, that's badass.
Yeah.
So, I was gonna go ahead and play Dearly Deceased. If that's cool with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
this is
definitely
another-
still one of our favorites on the
Yeah.
album.
February 25th. See, I remembered it. I didn't even write it down this time.
There you go.
Hey.
Nailed it.
The new album Eulogy will be out, and this is If Not For Me, and this is Dearly Deceased. Hire that drummer. He's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
You hear it different in headphones than you do just on a speaker. You hear like all the parts and everything. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually really stoked with the drum parts for the whole album.
I got on YouTube on my phone just to look at the Theoria page or channel, and it has me on there, I guess, and it says you might also like this. Probably not. It's us on the show. So yeah, it's just us on the show. I probably it doesn't look like something I would like. Nah, skip it. No, I was when I was going through here. It was let's see, where was it? Blah, 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 blah. Too Far Gone has 12,000 views.
Right on.
Sick.
That's crazy. I don't even know 12,000 people. I don't even know 100 people.
You
know
don't
what I mean? I don't get that much. Does that overwhelm you guys though? Like the amount of streams that you get and just your amount of followers that you have. I mean, is that something that overwhelms you guys?
It's
Or is it
pretty
kind of
cool.
hard to believe? I don't know. Does that make sense?
Zach's like, I want more.
Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know, definitely humbles you at times, and sometimes is like overwhelming too. I
think
don't know.
one of the coolest things that I remember happening ever on tour was this one time we played Atlanta, Georgia, and we had never been anywhere close to there before, and there were like 3 or 4 people that drove like an hour just to see us, and they knew all the words to the songs and like all that stuff, and we're like, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that would be. Did they stand right in front and sing along with you? Did you?
Yeah.
Hand them while you were singing?
I don't think they wanted the mic,
Have
but they
you
knew
guys
the
done
word.
that yet? Have you done that yet? Like I'm sure you put the mic to the crowd, like, but I mean,
Yeah.
like actually up to somebody, like, and let
Yeah.
them. That's crazy. See, I don't hear lyrics like people hear. Like I have to look at lyrics like on a
Yeah.
scrolling thing to be able to tell what they're saying, because it's usually something like something I think they're saying is it's completely off. You know, like hippo.
That's
Yeah.
how I
You know, things
am.
like that. Why is he talking about a hippo? You know what I mean? Like just,
Yeah.
He'll mess
did-
with me all the
I-
time and be like, "What are you actually saying
Yeah.
here?" Because he doesn't even know
I
sometimes.
mean, I have to see it on, but I kind of got a pass. I had a band on from Finland called Surit, and I got a pass with them because all of their lyrics are in Finnish.
Right.
So it sounded a lot like hippo or whatever it was, but before I even knew that they were, because it sounded like English to me. It's to me it did, but it wasn't, not at all. None of it.
Not even a little bit.
Cause like, can you send me the lyrics to New? I think it's Newson. It's like my favorite song, and I knew that the name was in Finnish. I mean, obviously it has the 2 little dots above the O and all that stuff. So like, but it sounded like some parts might have been in English, probably not. But he sent me the lyrics, and I couldn't read any of them because he's like, maybe you can use Google Translate. I'm like, yeah, but it's I can't do that now.
Yeah.
So I told them that I would learn that song in Finnish, and next time that they're on, I will sing it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's always fun when, like, people know the words live, especially if it's like a song that like just came out.
Yeah.
There's been
Especially
a
if it's
couple.
in Finnish.
Yeah.
There's been a couple times where we'd like drop a song the day that we're like playing a show, and people like will be mouthing the lyrics to the song that just came out, and we're like, oh, okay,
Feel like they get alerts on their phone.
check it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Speak-
that's always fun.
Speaking of Finland, I found another Finland band to get on the show, and I've talked to them, and they're gonna look at some dates. They're called I knew I was gonna mess this up. Let me look at my I don't know. I'll think about it here in a second. How can I not remember that? I just did that. I'll get it right here. It's right here. I got it. They're called I can't even pronounce it, but it means he sent me the meaning today. It said it translates to ever mistake or eternal mistake, and he said that they have a longer drunken backstory about it. So it's like I don't want to attempt it because it's bad. Hey he. I mean it's there. But they're punk.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Check it out. They're really good. They're a Finnish punk band, and it's gonna be awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know when that's gonna be, but it'll be sometime. They're gonna check it out. So it's hard to do those shows for me because they're 7 hours ahead of me. So like I want to do it when in their evening time. You know so that their fans can watch them. So the first Finnish band I had on, I had to start drinking at noon. And Surit, when I had them on, I had to start drinking at 1. So I'm hoping that they'll pick like 4 o'clock's good. I can
Yeah.
but it's hard to get up and like eat waffles and then start drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have to drink, but I have to drink. You know what I mean? I'm kidding. I'm not. Hopefully, my mom's not watching anymore.
She tuned out for that
But I
part.
am old enough to know better. So, what is it?
She's back on now, she said.
Yeah, she said she wasn't gonna watch the whole show. I think she has to read or something. I don't know what she does. They're in South Carolina right now. So.
All right.
But what was the point that did Theoria Records get a hold of you guys, or how does that even work? Or do you have to send like a demo to them?
I don't even remember how that
How
happened.
did it? Yeah.
Yeah.
We've known the guys that run that label for a long time. They've worked for other various labels, and they've also played in bands that we played with for like years.
Yeah, I read about that on their site
so-
today.
Yeah, so we kind of had like a working relationship there, and they know exactly what we want to do. We know exactly what they want to do.
That's the best too. If you,
yeah,
if
it ended
you
up.
have that relationship, then it's
Yeah.
and it helps that they're in bands too, so they kind of know.
Yeah, exactly. So
what's up.
so they have the artist perspective as well as the business perspective.
Probably the
Um,
best thing about their label too,
yeah.
which was really cool. That's a lot of people don't think about that, but
Now, you don't go to like their studio, do you, to record, or how does that's not the same thing, correct?
Yeah, well, we generally pick where we want to go.
And then but they're in charge of like distributing, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Once it's done, that's cool. I've kind of learned about that just by doing the podcast, and asking the bands, how does all that work? Because I mean, you would think like as a general fan or a general music listener, you would think that you're on a label, so the label does everything. That's
Yeah,
what-
exactly. Uh-huh.
kind of,
It's
but
like a big
but,
it's a big misconception. Like when people hear label, it's like, oh, so this
it'd be
is
so much easier, I guess, for
yeah,
everybody.
it would be.
it would be honestly.
They write our music for us that we don't
Yeah.
even record it. Just kidding.
But is it there's also a separate entity that does like your touring also, right? Unless you
Yeah,
book-
they hooked us up with a booking agent from Dynamic Talent. His name's Deshaun, and he's
Are they a bigger agency?
yeah,
Yeah.
Dynamic Talent International. They're actually
Yeah.
like a huge.
Don't they
Very
do like Sean Nepal and Jay-Z and them? Don't they handle them?
Honestly, I wouldn't be
Maybe,
surprised
yeah.
if they're signed to Dynamic
They're
Talent.
probably in there somewhere. I don't know.
There's a lot of big names that Dynamic Talent handles, but
I tried
he's
to read through all of them and I didn't make it.
Oh,
He's-
like
a release tour for us, and we're like really stoked with the routing and what he's been able to
Yeah.
do for us so far.
yeah, just reading the Theoria website, and I was reading like the bios of the guys that run it, and it just sounds down to earth and
Mhm.
easy to talk to them about anything. Like they're not guys in suits that just kind of stare at you at the like a job interview. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of the best parts about working with them is they understand the artist's perspective like perfectly because they are artists themselves.
And we
So-
talk to them about daily, which is a lot
Yeah,
different
which
than I
we're
feel
not. We've
like.
been signed by other labels before, and it's like
Oh, yeah.
with this one, it's like daily communication. Like whether it's we should do this or this or this or whatever, but they're constantly giving us feedback and coaching us
yeah.
and all that kind of stuff.
Even if some days you probably don't even want to hear it. You're probably just like, nah,
Yeah.
not him again.
Usually it's all good things.
Yeah.
Or you look at your phone and like you don't know whether to answer or not,
Am I gonna get yelled at for something?
or you just wait for it to end. You wait for the ringer to end, and you're just like, maybe he'll just text me if I don't answer the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the because when I translated their name, it was Forever Error. That's what the Google lady said, and she even taught me how to say the name of the band. I still can't remember, but I got to hear that drunken story because any drunken story is good.
Yeah. It'll be a good
Especially
one.
a Finnish punk band story, I can't wait. You guys should come on to that show and help me, like talk to them at noon. At noon.
Finish real quick. It'll be good.
At noon. But you have to be drinking. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Cool.
Yes. But yeah, never mind. Do you guys have any crazy stories, drunken stories, or crazy tour stories?
Definitely.
Yeah, we do.
Anything of you guys getting in like arguments because you've been on the road too long and you just getting sick of each other?
Not the three of us.
That's gotta
actually.
happen.
But
That's gotta happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's. I
Who
just.
was the cranky one? Who was the cranky one? That would be me if I.
Yeah.
Who's the crazy one out of the three of us? Probably you, Zach.
Yeah.
Probably Zach.
Is he the most annoying? He look. I mean, he's the quietest one, so he would be the most annoying. You know. Why don't you ever talk? Why don't you ever talk to me? Why?
What?
Talking to you, and you're not even saying anything.
Oh man.
Yeah, we used to have. I don't know. We used to tour with some cranky people every now and then. The three of us normally are.
But yeah,
with each
what's the longest? What's the longest you've ever been in that van together? Just the three of you. What's the
Probably like
longest?
10 days or something like that.
Yeah,
much?
probably.
10 days.
10 days. That's probably nothing. There's people watching. They're going, "That's nothing."
Yeah.
Probably,
yeah.
yeah.
10
You guys
days.
can be
Right,
together
10
in 10 days.
What's
So
up?
somebody got cranky in 10 days, and you were, or no?
Yeah.
Sometimes they get cranky on day two. Like
Yeah. Sometimes day one.
sometimes day one, depending
Well,
on how things are
You
going.
should just leave them at home till next time. You just like,
Yeah.
"You ain't coming. You screwed it up the last time, so you're not going this time. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
And you're out of the band. Is that what happened to the drummers?
Yeah.
The first tour we all did together was like an absolute nightmare, top to bottom, just because like
Yeah.
everything was going wrong.
Oh.
That was probably when we were crankiest.
Yeah.
Well,
I had to
but-
book it.
Oh yeah, you
Like
did
that.
book that tour.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't
I mean,
Never do that.
that's a good
Like,
reason. That's a good reason to be cranky, and but then everybody hates everybody. Like you hate everybody, you hate everything, and it sucks. What's the best thing from a tour that you tell everybody about?
Flat black.
What is it?
That's a long story.
Yeah, it is a very.
Hey, we have
Extend our times a lot.
we got a half an hour. We got a half an hour.
We can get into this.
Yeah, we
can.
can.
Oh, the first tour that I said was a nightmare. This is all from that tour.
Yeah.
Basically,
So the worst thing happened, but the best thing happened also.
It was
Yeah.
the funniest at the same
definitely
time.
the funniest thing that's ever happened. But day one went phenomenal.
Yeah.
I would think. Day two, all out the window. Like our our van broke down on day two, and the plan was we were broken down like 2 miles from U-Haul. So me and Hayden like ran to this U-Haul, and the plan was get a box truck to tow our trailer to the venue, unload. Then I drove the box truck back to the U-Haul to pick up a cargo van to get us to Philly the next day. We were in like Massachusetts at this point. And so I'm coming out of the U-Haul with our cargo van and immediately get rear-ended.
Oh,
And so and we didn't pay like the $15 for the no fault coverage or whatever.
Yeah.
you recovered. You recovered. That's good.
No, we were.
but so I missed the show that night. And then the whole rest of the tour, we're like homeless in Massachusetts.
Wait. You missed the show that night, but you're the singer. How can you?
Yeah.
how can you miss- So it was an instrumental night.
The singer
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
band that we were touring with filled in for me.
How was
He
it?
actually, we toured with him prior, and he was just they were playing a show like one
Oh.
when in their hometown we were playing,
He
and
just
they
happened to be there on the night that you couldn't be there. That's crazy.
yeah. So he was like, we were like, please. He's like, I got you.
That's cool.
Thankfully, we're not playing any new songs that day.
Yeah. But when we were homeless in Massachusetts for like a week, we met this wild dude named, his Flat Black is what we call him because his van was Flat Black. And he spent like a week driving us to our shows in his van and like fixing up a van for us, which ended up not happening. And then we had to buy a van from his crazy friend to get home. But we went through like 4 or 5 vehicles on that tour. It was
I have so
ridiculous.
many questions.
Yeah,
Like,
we got time.
was his van like a panel van, like no windows? Did he offer you ice cream?
I don't
It was
remember.
a what's it called? Utility van. Yeah, it was a Dodge
Oh.
Ram van.
Cargo
It had
van.
no
Cargo.
windows. Yeah, that's
The windows painted black with spray paint.
You had to start it
You
with a
got in
screwdriver.
his van. You let him drive you around. It's never.
Yeah,
We had no choice.
in hindsight, there was a lot of things that happened on that tour where we were like, what? Why did we do that? But
Yeah, we gave
Yeah, like-
the van away that
like
was
he would've been an
supposed to be
accident.
worked on, and I wish we would have kept it.
Yeah.
So you bought a van from one of his friends? Is that what you said?
yeah,
Did it work?
But it kind of.
yeah. I mean,
Did
it
that
got
guy's
us
van come
home.
from his friend?
Maybe. I don't know.
Would be a van dealer? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you got back. You got back home, I assume, because you're
Yeah,
sitting-
we were very worried getting back because it was like a 9-hour drive back or something like that.
From Vermont to Pennsylvania.
Yeah, because we were
Goodness.
last date of the tour was in Vermont. Yeah.
I've never been north of Trenton.
Oh,
Oh, right on.
I don't think I've been. Well, it depends on. I'd have to look at the map. I've been to like mid New York, mid smack in the middle of New York, like up in the mountains.
As you go above Trenton, it only snows. I'm just
Trenton
kidding.
sucks. You guys ever been to Trenton? Or
Yeah,
drive?
Been there a bunch
That
actually.
place sucks ass. I hate that place.
We don't like New Jersey in general.
I got
Yeah.
robbed in Trenton. I got robbed in
Oh,
Trenton.
no.
And yeah, I don't like Trenton at all. I'll never go back to Trenton. I will do everything I can to drive around it, so I don't even have to see the
Yeah.
sign. You know?
That's how I feel about Worcester, Massachusetts
Yeah,
at this point.
that's where we
'cause
were
I
stranded.
know
that's
some things about Worcester. What is it? Worcester. It's Worcester up there, but it's Worcester to us because we're southern-ish. Yeah.
Some people it's Worcestershire. Just kidding.
Yeah. And some people can't even say what that sauce. I don't even know how to say the sauce. You just look
Yeah,
at it.
Worcestershire.
Hand me the Worcestershire.
Sauce.
Yeah, everybody knows. What I'm talking about.
Sauce.
Everybody knows, and nobody's gonna question you because they don't want to say it either. They don't know how to say it. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say Worcestershire because that's probably the way to say it, and it takes way too much time.
Yeah, there's so many syllables.
We're already over our time now.
You guys have like actual like 9-to-5 jobs or like restaurant jobs that you do when you're not touring or playing music, or did you quit those and just become rock stars?
Us two do, right?
Yeah.
Hayden, he does audio full time.
I'm sorry, what? Say it again.
I run sound for shows and record bands and stuff like that.
Awesome. Can you come and run my sound because I
Yeah.
can't pay anybody to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll hook you up for
Yeah.
sure.
What do you guys do? You work? You guys don't work, or he just works, or
I drive forklifts.
what?
Yeah.
And U-Hauls, right?
And you.
Yeah. Apparently, I guess I'm much better at the forklifts than the U-Hauls.
Very
'cause
well
I don't
rounded.
get forklifts.
We should have rented a forklift up there.
Yeah, that's what we
You
should
should
do.
have
Pick up our trailer.
done the show from a forklift. That would have been awesome.
I just do restaurant work.
Do you bartend or do you like serve or cook or something?
I cook.
Yeah, I used to do that. It's hard work. It really is. It's harder than people
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
People in the kitchen should be the ones being tipped, not the waitresses. Mm-mm. If it was me, I would, if I could, I would change that.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're never if you're not paid very well, then and you don't get tipped out from the waitresses either, and they don't even, all they do is smile and hand the food to them. But we're slaving, we're sweating our ass off in the winter, making.
Tough job.
I used to stand in front of a coal-fired pizza oven. That was the last job I had, and it was hot all the time because I mean that thing was like 800 degrees, and not get tipped out ever.
Jeez.
We're not supposed to tip out. Yeah, but you could.
Yeah.
People break rules all the time. You know what I mean?
That's probably what I miss the least about cooking professionally. Is just
I still loved it though. I still love cooking and.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't do it anymore because I can't stand up that long. I don't like standing. I sit down a lot.
yeah.
This
I
is
feel
a
that.
perfect job for me. I don't make any money on this. Hey, I'm happy. You know, I'm good. Let's play Burn.
Let's do it.
I want to rage. I want to like throw something. Well, nothing in here because everything in here is kind of valuable.
I feel that.
Other than these tables. That's why I got this desk from Santa Claus. Yeah, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't do that on the show. I shouldn't do that on the stream because there might
There's
be
like a
some people-
6-year-old watching that's like, what did he mean Santa Claus?
50-year-olds, right?
20 years on Santa.
Yeah. Okay. Santa Claus brought me a desk. Okay, that I picked out online. I don't know how it got on Amazon, but it came in an Amazon box. So I don't know how that exchange works out. But anyway,
Your wish list.
I had to
Santa's
put
elves.
together- I had to put it together, and there was several screws left over when I was done, and I don't think they were just extra because there should only be one extra of everything, right?
You would
Not
think
me.
so.
Yeah, you would, but it's still it's a
About to
little wobbly.
collapse.
It's a little wobbly, but it's better than. So I had it right in the middle of this room, right in the middle, and that was not a good spot because me and my buddies jam in here and stuff. There's just, why is this desk in here? I'm like, listen, okay, I needed a desk. I needed an office. I needed a desk. Leave the desk alone. So I ended up moving it. So it's in the corner, but my banner's over here, and my podcast stuff is here. So I have to still be here. You can't see it from if I'm. anyway, it's an issue. So and then my I decided to get a new speaker for in here, like a PA speaker. And one of my buddies was like, get studio monitors. You need studio monitors. Yes, I do. I know I don't have a lot of money. This is what I have to spend. But I had a PA, you know, because we actually play music. It's not like I need studio monitors all the time. You can't. Yeah, you can play through studio monitors, but not loudly. You know, I'm freaking loud. You know, I'm like bother the neighbors loud. You know what I mean? So like, I can't do that through a studio monitor. So I ended up getting this big ass Mackie 12. It's awesome. It's got an onboard mixer, but see, it kind of screwed up the system. So I had to rewire everything, and now I have to go through my podcast mixer to. I need help. Lots of help. So that's what I'm dealing with right now.
Nice.
That's why all the buttons were different, and we had to start the thing over. It was, I don't know what happened. My buddy comes in. I know exactly what I'm doing. No, you don't, because I don't know what I'm doing, and yeah, you don't. But he's cool. Yeah, Invisible Rob isn't here tonight. I don't know where he's at. He usually pops in here. I call him Invisible Rob. He used to be when I first started doing the show. He wanted to like co-host with me all the time. Well, he did, but he sat there with his hat down over his face with a cigarette constantly, like chain smoking, and he wouldn't interact at all. He wouldn't even say a word. I'm like, dude, you have to. You can't be a co-host. Co-host interacts also. You know, like
Yeah.
I can't do everything. You have to look up at some point. But he didn't want anybody seeing his face. I'm like, what's the problem here? You know, so I fired him from the co-host position, and he wanted to do sound. He just wanted to run sound, which I could use him. I could sometimes, but he did that for a little bit, and I had to fire him from that too. He thinks it's because he got a job and he just couldn't do it. No. I told him I would work. Nah, But he's a really good friend of mine and guitar player and stuff, and we jam out. But I see him just about every day, so he's a good guy.
Right on.
I call him Invisible Rob now because he doesn't like to be on the camera at all now. So but you can hear him sometimes. I can't hear him. You can't hear him now because he's not here. But
Yeah. So.
It's not Deaf Rob. It's Invisible Rob. Yeah. So, but he's cool. He said he'd be through here, but it's a surprise every time. I made a mistake and gave him a key and a garage door opener to my house.
Oh god.
So he's here when I don't even know he's here sometimes. But hey, let's play Burn. This is a rager, I think. Is this one? Have you played any of these songs on tour yet, or is this kind of going to be the new stuff when you go back?
Everything but Bury
Yeah,
Me.
everything but Bury Me we played live.
Is this one of the ragers? Was I right?
Yeah, for sure. This is a really fun one live.
You want to listen to it first and then talk about it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. All right, this is Burn, and February 25th. Got
Hey.
that singed in my brain.
Yeah, burn it.
The new album Eulogy comes out by If Not For Me. Check it out. This is badass.
Keep me up again, fighting
Freaking, I'm gonna say it's fucking awesome. Yeah, man, powerful.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I like doing that one
I
live.
had to get up and get something, and as soon as I put my headphones back on, it was like, "Watch it burn!" Like I was like, "That's absolutely perfect." That cannot happen ever again. Ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I can hear a little bit of it, but not like. I mean, I didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
Hey, I got new stickers in the mail. These aren't it. These are the old ones.
Oh, nice.
But I got new ones, and I changed the design. I wanted the QR code to be not with that background on it, and I just reversed the colors. Well, they sent it to me, and they don't even scan. So
Oh no.
I have 50 stickers just like that, only different a little bit, and the QR code doesn't work. So I'll send you a bunch of them for free.
I'm down.
I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm just going to mark it out with electrical tape. You know, classy. Something classy. But I have a whole crap ton of them.
Nice.
Thank God I almost ordered 110 of them. Almost.
Okay.
But I still got the company makes they call it's Sticker Mule. They make hot sauce.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard.
For some reason they make hot sauce and stickers. So if you,
Wow.
if you order so much stuff, you know, they'll send you a free bottle of meal sauce. Well, I've never ordered enough stuff to get that. But I did this time because I got coasters.
Nice.
Oh, hey,
These came out great. You don't have to scan them. You just put a drink on them and you're good. So
That's cool.
that is kind of cool.
I'll send you guys up some.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of those. I'll send you some stickers that don't work.
Yeah.
I mean,
As long as they still stick.
they still stick. It's just that doesn't work. This I still have a bunch of these. So I'll send you some of the ones that work also.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how this show works. You know, it works or it doesn't work. Kind of like
Yeah.
tonight. You know, I had to restart it, but hey, at least I don't have to go back and edit it. You know.
True.
What's burn about? Is it about burning? Is it about fire?
Sure, certainly can be.
Yeah.
I wrote Burn kind of as like when I was writing it, I wanted to write about something that I've never really written about before. So I was like, oh, what can I tie into like the overall theme of the record that I haven't really done before? So I started basically writing about climate change and stuff like that. Like humanity's carbon footprint and all that kind of stuff, whether it be due to things like war, deforestation, major pollution and stuff like that, which is, you know, something I've never really talked about. But like actually two of my favorite bands, Rise Against, who I'm sure you know, and Architects. Do you listen to Architects too?
Oh my God.
That's like one of my favorite bands on the planet. But both of them, they have a song called Colony Collapse actually that I absolutely love. But both of those bands, I've always admired how good they are at like painting a perspective of the world in ways that, you know, you normally wouldn't think about. So that's kind of what I wanted to do with that song.
And I don't know if it comes from like songwriting experience or if there's help. You got to think there's help from the label or somebody, the producer. But
Yeah, occasionally I'm a producer.
Yeah, how did that work with you guys? Was there someone that kind of said, well, you know, if you had like you would give them an idea, this is what I want to talk about, but I don't know how to put this down. Like, did they help you with that also?
Yeah, every now and then. A lot of the stuff we brought in, there were just like certain very, I guess,
So
yes, that's the word I'm looking for. Subtle changes to things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But occasionally we'd go in with something and we're like, yeah, we have this, but we feel like it could be a lot better. Like, what do you got? And then they kind of dissect it and help us out with it.
It's crazy how people have a different perspective of what you were thinking of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why we like to go write with other people, because, you know, you get a lot of ideas that maybe the three of us wouldn't have come up with.
And we've been
Yeah.
staring at the wall on the,
Yeah.
these songs for like months, and we see them the same way. Hard to come up with outside perspective at that point.
Individually, what's your favorite band? What's your go-to for any situation? What's your number one?
Man,
Zach, you go first since you haven't. The mustache is badass. I like that.
Thanks. I don't even that.
I agree.
I can't stand things tickling my nose, so I don't. That's why I don't have one. My neck.
I can't grow one, that's why I don't have one.
Yeah, same.
What do you got, Zach?
No, I go through so many phases.
What's your favorite right now?
Normandy.
Yeah. What's your favorite right now? What's your go-to right now?
Siamese.
Siamese.
I don't think I've heard of that
He really likes cats.
one. Oh, that soundtrack. Okay, yeah.
What are they? Are they like rock? Okay, I got you.
Are they where are they from? Where's Siamese from? I've never heard of them.
I think Denmark or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you
They
know
don't
them?
sound
What
like
if they
they
want to be
are.
on a podcast?
Yes. We're talking to them right now.
I'm into the foreign bands too.
Yeah.
What's your
Gosh, I don't know. Like, I listen to so many things that I like never thought that I would listen to. I used to be like a really
Yeah.
Yep. That's, mhm.
I used to be like a really exclusively metal guy and like very anti-pop, but now I'm like all about pop and stuff too.
Really?
Just some production value. But I think probably overall right now, this band called Parachute, they're very pop rock.
Yeah.
Very, very singing about love and stuff like that. But
So you're into the sappy now.
I'm into a lot of stuff, but
Dua Lipa.
yeah, Dua Lipa is very good too.
Oh, that's different. That's different.
That
Well-
funk pop.
One of my favorites is probably like Moths to Flames. They just
There you
have
go.
like such a consistent discography for me, and as a vocalist, like Chris is one of those guys that I've always looked up to his style and his like phrasing and writing and all that kind of stuff. Him and Spencer Chamberlain from Under Oath are probably my biggest influences.
The girl I used to date, the very first show that she took me to in Pittsburgh was Under Oath, and
Right on, right on.
I had no idea who they were because I was in a phase where I just didn't go to concerts. I just was like, well, I did that when I was, I did that before and just never did. Gosh, we went to Under Oath, we saw Bad Omens. I mean, just Memphis May Fire, it was crazy,
Right.
nuts.
Exponentially. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all
Watching-
super sick live too. All those
I
bands.
just don't do the pit thing. They say open up the pit, I move back.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
I
I
used
think
to.
we're all like
Yeah,
that too.
we're all like.
I
that.
would. I've had 4 shoulder surgeries, and I'm not trying to get
Okay.
and I would, but it doesn't look fun to me. I don't know. Maybe it's the old man in me. I don't know. It's,
Yeah, no,
That's how
I used
feel,
to be
too.
into that when I was a lot younger, but I'm
it
an
is
old
cool
man.
to watch though. It's really cool to
Yeah.
watch.
Yeah, when they were all like push pits and stuff like that, I thought it was cool. But like now everyone's just like literally trying to knock your teeth out.
I went to it wasn't Ozfest. Rock on the Range over in Columbus. Now
Yeah.
it's called something completely different. But I went there. It was the year that Tool and Perfect Circle was there. Perfect Circle was my favorite band. So like
Okay.
I
Right on,
was
right on.
like I'm definitely going. I don't care what's going on. So I went. But I saw we were watching Tooth Grinder. You ever heard Tooth Grinder?
Yeah. Mhm.
On one of the side stages, we were kind of back a little bit. We watched a guy break his leg doing the pit.
Oh man,
Wow.
Like you saw everything you saw.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a big dude. The paramedic just went in there, got him out of it, and carried him out. Like that's adrenaline. Shit. But yeah, so that's another reason I won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty gruesome pit injuries.
Do people mosh at your all shows?
Yeah.
Like open it up and stuff. Do they open it up? Yeah. Do you egg it on? You be like, hey.
Yeah,
let's
definitely.
break
I
Let's just break everything in here.
Patrick always calls up the wall of death, and it's good.
I found a funny meme the other day. I'll send it to you guys on Instagram. It's kind of about that. But
It's weird because you sometimes you have to like know your audience. Like you have to see how you watch the show throughout the night before you play or whatever, and you see how responsive the crowd is and stuff like that.
Right.
Because like nothing's cringier when like a vocalist is just trying to get people to do stuff.
Oh yeah, nobody's
before
doing
you
anything.
get to it.
And getting mad about it.
Yeah, and they're like
I
getting
know.
upset on stage and all that kind of stuff. It's like
He
you
starts
gotta,
breaking things. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Throwing his guitar because no one's throwing his guitar.
you gotta read the room.
Yeah,
If it's a responsive crowd, like don't do whatever the hell you ask them to do. Like just
that's true.
you gotta read the room.
Yeah. I used to DJ, and so that's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
not like on the radio, like at a club. So like, and I was above them, so I mean, it was just watching.
Right, right.
They didn't react to that song, so I'm not gonna play something even slower. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That was fun. I had a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Anyway, hey, thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate it. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and I welcome you back anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come back on. Come co-host
Yeah,
with me. I've never done more than one person co-host, but I think it'd be fun to have all of you.
Oh, right on.
Especially Zach would be a good co-host.
Yeah.
Oh
For
man.
some kind of show, not this show, but some kind of show. Thanks, Zach.
Is it the mustache? Is that why?
Yeah,
Because we can't grow them?
What is it?
the mustache.
Yeah, is that why?
It's very it's very nice. I think it would look good behind a microphone. But
I'm glad one of us could grow a mustache.
in order to get a microphone put in front of you, you have to be able to talk into it. So I don't think it would work out, but we'll try it. If you want to try, we'll try. I'm going to listen to Siamese though. I got Siamese loaded up.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Not
Yeah.
yet, But hey, I was telling you guys before we went live. Well, the first time that this band called the Wearing Hands, which I think is a phenomenal name. I've been trying to play some of their stuff for 2 episodes now, and the first one didn't end up getting posted for other reasons, and the one last night didn't even happen because the snow.
Right.
So I told them, I said, you guys are getting the outro tonight. The Wearing Hands will get the outro, and it's I don't even know what genre to put their music in, but it's phenomenal.
Cool.
Nice.
I know it's not metal, and it's not like heavy metal or anything, but it's so good, and it's so different from what a lot of bands are doing. It doesn't really follow a genre.
I'm intrigued now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like their own thing, and they're gonna try to come. They're playing Morgantown. I can't remember the exact date, but around the beginning of February, and they're gonna stop here on their way up from Beckley to Morgantown to do a show live here. So
That's awesome.
I love doing things in person, but sometimes distance and
You said you're south of Pittsburgh?
I am in West Virginia, so I'm just south of.
Oh, okay.
I'm an hour and a half from Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. When it's not snowing.
Yeah.
Snowing. Anyway, the Wearing Hands have a EP out called Tuesday, and that's what this is off of. But Eulogy comes out the 25th by If Not For Me. These guys here, so make sure you check it out. There's what 4 songs off of there up now. There's
I think
4
so.
or
Yeah.
5.
Right. 4. Yeah.
So you can check those out. You can rock out to those like I do all the time. So check it out. I can't change the marquee. I might change the 3 to a 4. That's about all I can do because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if Aristotle's going to be on the next one or the band from Finland. So, which I still don't know how to pronounce, but I will work on that in the meantime. Hey, if you guys can chill for a second, that'd be cool. I'm going to play the Wearing Hands, and we'll see you guys next time. I don't know when it's going to be, but we'll see you. Just watch the pages and stuff, and I'll announce it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thank
Cool
you.
chilling.